Hello, this is Castle of Castle Does and Subnautica Art Phase. So I'm reworking the way I originally placed all the grass in this area. Uh, I needed to get the distribution set up a little bit differently. That was some of the feedback that I got on the previous build. So I decided to spend a bit of time to just get the grass so that it's distributed in a way where wherever it appears, it's dense, but wherever but it's very like um only set to certain areas, like uh super dense in some spots and very sparse in others. Now, I'm also taking the art phase into separate phases as well. See, now I go in and I take the materials that require like the coral and stuff like that, and I just sort of splotching the coral around, and sort of like painting a Dalmatian made of planet. So, kind of get all that in place. I decided to keep this structure, even though one of the bits of feedback was that there was too much. But I kind of like it. I don't know. I mean, if there's any more feedback about it, I'll take it out. But that one in the corner, that weird thing, I don't know. It's kind of neat. So, I don't think it's too bad. Now I'm going in with this sort of reddish coral as well, kind of painting this around and sort of splotching it, but to a much lesser extent. And later I found out, okay, hey, you see that hole right there? Notice how I kind of daintily go around it? Because when I found that hole, it was an accident. And the reason why is because the terrain, when you move the height map, the voxels stay there. So even if I had done something, you end up with this like shell. I'm actually going to have to take advantage of this feature. It's like an accidental feature where when you take the height map and you move it after you paint it on the height map before, it keeps all those voxels in those spots. So you can paint like really crazy shapes and then move the height map, and you got a really crazy shape just like floating out in space. That one little area right there I was like really contemplating maybe turning it into a secret or something. I was like, maybe I can hide my smiley face. Finally, a smiley face. But I just kind of opted to kind of take it easy and not go to a smiley face. Yeah, not yet. Not yet, because you gotta wait for the right time to smiley face. Mm-hmm. So you got some more grass going on. Yeah. At this point, I'm back in. I'm gonna be replaced by a robot mode. Lots and lots and lots of painting of corners and getting these details in, but that's usually art ends up being that way, like getting that exact look, getting that perfect balanced gameplay and look. It's if you want to know what it's like to work on like a AAA first person shooter, magnify this by like 10. Is in this case, like I can have like cool geometry, but I'm not worried about sightlines. Sightlines is one of the main things that separate the design of something like this versus something like a Call of Duty level. Uh, when you want to try and art it out, you can't modify the sightlines because those sightlines are the core of the entire game. You're always looking at, aim down sight. You're always kind of looking around for that perfect spot to shoot somebody in the head. Well, we don't have to worry about that kind of stuff with this design. We're more concerned with a pretty environment, and then the random spawning, and making sure that we populate these areas with stuff that's both cool and sort of interactive. So I'm not having to worry about that level of design, which is nice because now it's very much like a big ZBrush model, and it's very relaxing. Actually, almost therapeutic, I'd have to say. If I'm not sure about the details on this, but if we release the dev tools for this when the game comes out, I highly recommend checking it out. The tools are really cool, especially if you like Minecraft and you want to work on something that's a little higher level. So I'm layering in all the different things. I pick like one texture and then I go throughout the whole area, and then I pick another texture, and then I go throughout the whole area. That seems to be working pretty well. Maybe it's like a mental thing. So one of the other bits of feedback that I received while I was doing this, because I'm always posting pictures of this, always getting people's thought and input. Always do this because it always helps you make something better. Is to sort of soften the edges of the grass. That's a lot of grass. Man, that's a lot of grass. Every once in a while, I don't know, just speaking to other level designers, you ever have those points in time where you kind of just like, oh, minimum requirements just got a little higher. This game just got a little bit tougher to run. Yeah, that's a lot of grass. But grass is easy to deal with. It's a programmatic solution can do more. All right, so thank you and see you again.